Hello, my tubies, my TikToker, SheilaTruelove here with you. And I want to share a clip with you from one of my favorite ladies. Her name escapes me for the moment, but anyway, I appreciate the way she's saying how women are starting to normalize certain behaviors when it comes to the male species. I'm going to share this clip with you, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
Comments that I get on posts when I discuss some of the unhealthy and toxic things men do to women in heterosexual relationships is women will say something like, well, I've just learned to match his energy. I've just learned to give him what he gives me. I've just learned to ignore him. I've just learned to do things without him. Whenever I do family things, I just go with me and just the kids. Or they'll say, I just tell him off every time he says something smart to me. And you know what? Okay, this is just going to be me. Maybe there's something wrong with me mentally, but I just can't, I don't know how to word certain things. So I'm just going to say it how it comes out. And if I'm being a jerk, just tell me. I get it. It sounds big, bad, and tough that you tell him off every time he does something to you, but it didn't solve the problem. I know it might seem that you're independent because you do things without him, but you're in a whole marriage or relationship with someone who's supposed to be your partner. I get solo trips and going on trips with your friends, but to a certain extent, they should want to be with you and do things with you and be an active partner. And also, as far as matching energy and I give him what he gives me, you shouldn't be in a constant state of fight or flight or having to plot and scheme for the perfect comeback to really just give it to him this time. It's just another way that we have gaslit ourselves into accepting settling. It's just settling, repackaged as appearing to be somehow liberating. It's not. Yeah, you can fight back, but why are you having to fight like that anyway? Do y'all see what I'm saying? These men know a lot of us aren't going nowhere. They know a lot of us aren't. It's a game to them. They know we will stay with them for 10, 20, 30, 40 years and be miserable because we think we have the perfect response to their BS, when in actuality, you've just accepted it and are settling. And as someone who left an abusive marriage, it's hard to leave, especially when you have kids. I understand, thinking about, well, where are y'all going to live? How are you going to afford to take care of your kids? I get that. And I understand the danger for women leaving those situations. You're preaching to the choir when you come to my page. I understand. But I just want women to wake up to the fact that I just match energy and give it right back to them. That's not freeing, that's not liberating, and that's not healthy, and that's not how it should be in a relationship. That's not good. I don't want to be around someone to where I got to match their energy, so I can't be in a good mood because I got to be grumpy because they're grumpy, or they do some bullshit to me. Now I got to figure out how to, give it right back to them. I would like to be happy, like we're giving up our happiness. A lot of us hold women, our female friends and family members, to a much higher standard. We can't even get in a disagreement about what movie to go see before we're cutting them off and never talking to them again. But you'll let your man carry you down and weigh you down and be grumpy and give you all kinds of bullshit, and you'll sit there and stay with him and just, let him do whatever, all because you think you're fighting back or retaliating or matching his energy. It's just a way that we've gaslit ourselves to not believe that we're just simply settling at the end of the day. That's all it is. And allowing them to have these grumpy ass moods and to continue to mistreat us. And it's not right. It's not healthy. It's not okay. You should be happy with someone and free to be happy, and be with someone that you can do things with. Somebody that wants to be in the family and be a part of the family. Someone that, within reason, we're all going to have bad days, but they're going to be in a good mood for the most part, and it's not going to constantly be this grumpiness in the air all the time with them. I don't want to spend my whole relationship fighting back and retaliating and matching energy and ignoring and doing things without someone who's supposed to love me and be my partner.
I agree with her 110%.
This school year, speak your mind.
Shoot for the stars and find your...
Like I said, I agree with her 110%, actually 1,000% in terms of you have to match his energy. If he's in a grumpy mood, you have to become this grumpy person. You have a lot of women who say, well, if he cheats, I'm not going to end the relationship. No, I'm not. But I'm going to let him know that we're both going to be sleeping around with other people. So because he chooses to make a pig out of himself, that means that you have to become this filthy pig and make a pig out of yourself also. That to me is ridiculous. I also like the point that she brought out, how you can have your friends or you can have your family who will do something wrong, and you'll stop going to the movies with them, you'll stop speaking with them, and you'll just totally cut them off. Whereas when it comes to these men, you're willing to put up with any and everything. And I think I've already demonstrated that with the evidence, which I've shown you right here. I've shown you evidence of it right here. Look at all of these support groups that are on Facebook for married people who are miserable. And look at all the things that these women are willing to put up with when it comes to these no good, grumpy, demonized type dudes, but let their family member do something or let their friend do something wrong, and it's a wrap. And that don't make any sense. And I'm so happy to see that other women are waking up to see exactly what I've been saying for eons. How are you going to sit up here and throw away your flesh and blood, but yet this dude here, when you up here, you have infidelity support group Zoom meetings, married but frustrated and I'm not happy. You got cheaters and infidelity support groups. You got married but living single, wives of addicts support groups, married but living single, runaway husband community. You put up with all of that crap from some outsider. Well, let your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother, your father do something, and they're toxic. Oh, I don't get along with them. We don't speak anymore. And then you go home to the husband who gambles away all the money, who's an alcoholic and a drug addict, or yet your own family, you have no, that's just ridiculous to me. But I agree with her 100%. Why should you have to live miserably because you're going to match his energy, the same energy that he gives me? That's what I'm going to give him. So he's miserable, he's grumpy, he's sad. That's the way I have to walk around in life? What sense does that make?